Hey guys, it's Brett. I'm here with a post-burn review of the TSV, the Holiday TSV from HomeWorx by Harry Slatkin. If you saw my first impressions video, I received these from HomeWorx to share with you, and I did my first impressions video, but I didn't do a post-burn review of these because I got them right at the very last minute before they wanted to sell. So I did the video and then put it up. I did review the Festive Gourmand collection because I got that earlier and I was able to burn it before they came out and I did my video, but we got these at the last minute because of shipping issues, so I didn't get a chance to burn them before I put the video up. So I burned them, most of them past the halfway point, so I thought I'd just do a quick little review. They are still up on QVC, but they're not for sale. They're only as they're on a wait list only. If you go to QVC, go into the second page, it's on a wait list only. They're $46.75 for the set of 3. And I believe wait list only is you can like put your name on there, I think, and then it goes by that, I believe. Let me see here. Let me click on it here. I've never done wait list only. Okay, I just clicked on it. Waitlist information. This item is currently not in our warehouse, but it is still available on waitlist. Place your credit card order today and this item will automatically be shipped to you if it comes back in stock within the next 45 days. Your credit card account will not be billed until the item is shipped. So I guess you can like order it and then put your credit card information in there, and then if it comes in stock within the 45 days, they'll ship it to you. I guess if it doesn't, then they won't charge you. They'll just notify you that it's not going to be back in stock, I guess. And if it is coming in stock, they will charge you and ship it to you. So if you want it, you want to like put your name on there right away. And then it's kind of like you're on a hold, basically. You put your credit card info in there and you'll be on like a hold wait list. And then you'll, depending, they'll go probably in order they receive them, I'm assuming, on how they'll send them out. So that's how it is right now, but they currently aren't for sale as of this time I'm doing the review. So there are 3 scents in this collection: Woodland Cranberry, Fraser Fir Forest, and Frosted Mistletoe. And this was the Festive Woods Collection. So I'm going to review all 3 here in this one video here. So I'm burning them all right now in the house, so I'm just going to do quick reviews of them and let you know what I thought of them and how they performed. So this one here first up is Woodland Cranberry. It's in the red jar. And if you've seen my haul, you saw that it's in the glass. It has like the townhome collection glass that has reminiscent of Harry's New York City townhouse. That's why it has the windows on it. And Woodland Cranberry reads ripe cranberry, red currant, dark plum, cashmere woods. So on cold in my haul, this was my favorite one. I love this one on cold. Unfortunately, burning is not my favorite because it's not that strong. First up, I'll tell you what I smell. So I do smell the cranberry. Definitely smell the cranberry. And I do get that currant in there. It's not a super strong currant, so if you don't like currants, you might be okay with this one because it's not like a lot of currant, but you do get a little bit of that currant in there. I definitely get that dark plum. It does have a dark plum scent, like a little more of a darker plum. It's kind of like the dark plum that's in Haunted Woods, the Halloween candle Haunted Woods from HomeWorx. This scent is a little bit reminiscent of that scent, actually. It's got some little bit of similarities to Haunted Woods, a little bit. It's got that dark kind of like scents to it that had, the dark plum, a little bit of a woods scent in there. It's a little bit similar to that. Not exactly, but it's got some similarities to that. And then Cashmere Woods, yeah, I definitely get the wood scent in there. It's really good. All those scents really blend really nicely. You get the cranberries and the woods, the red currant with the dark plum. It's kind of fruity, but yet a little woodsy, and then like that a little bit of currant. But it's very nice if you like kind of woodsy, slightly fruity type of scents like that. It is good, but like I said, it just was pretty light. I would say the throw on this one, when I first burned it, even open concept area, it was like oh gosh, maybe like a 5. Right around like a 5. It wasn't very strong. And then I moved into the bedroom. It does better in the bedroom. In the bedroom, it might be up to like a 6.5-ish, right around there. But yeah, I was just so disappointed that it wasn't stronger because I did really like this scent, and I feel like if it was stronger, I would have liked it even more. But this was the lightest one out of the three, so I was a little disappointed about that. So now I will show you an overhead view of the burn on this one. So you can see the burn here is doing okay right now. The flames aren't super strong. They actually were quite a bit stronger towards the first half of the candle, and then they got a little bit lighter. They're not puny really, but they're not quite as strong as they were on the first part of it. I almost thought maybe it was getting towards they were going to be puny and I would have to cotton ball it, but so far I haven't. And they were a little bit stronger last night, and now tonight when I'm burning it, they're just a little bit not quite as strong as they were last night, but they're not bad enough to where I think I need to worry about it. It's still pulling out, and that yeah, I don't think I'm going to cotton ball it, but they're just not quite as strong as they were before. But other than that, it's pulled out fine, and not really much residue on the side, just a little bit of slight bit of like a ring around there, but nothing too much. So yeah, the burn was pretty good on this one. Flames got a little bit lighter, like I said, but it wasn't too bad. So this one wasn't, I really like the scent. Burn wasn't too bad, but could have been better, the burn, because the flames weren't super strong all the way. But the main thing on this one, I really love the scent, but it just was lighter than I wished it was. You know, I wish it would have been a lot stronger on this one. All right, next up we have Frosted Mistletoe. I have this one going in my bathroom currently, and in case I didn't tell you that all these candles are 14 ounces, and the burn time is 20 to 45 hours, and they are all 3 wicks. So Frosted Mistletoe reads Frosted Mistletoe, Iced Currants, Winter Citrus, and White Cypress. So this one did really good actually, and I ended up liking it a little bit more than I thought I was going to. Sorry about my washer here. I'm in right by the washing machine, but I need to do this review, so you're just gonna have to hear that washer. Sorry. Hopefully it's not too loud. So yeah, I really ended up enjoying this. So this one is definitely like an icy scent. It says Frosted Mistletoe. I mean, yeah, it's frosted because it's icy, so you do get like a frosted kind of a mistletoe, kind of a green note. And then that white cypress, yes, it has a little bit. It's not a super. It's not like really like a tree scent, but you do get hints of that. It's like hints of that in there. It's like a real light mistletoe, white cypress, frosted mistletoe. It is like an iciness, and then that cypress in there. Iced currants. You do get a little bit of currant, but not a lot. Probably it's less currants than was in the Woodland cranberry. That one has a little bit more than this one. This one has even less. So don't get scared off by that currant. At least to my nose, I didn't get a lot of currant, but if it was like a light one, and it is iced. The mistletoe's frosted. This is iced. It's got a very cool, icy, frosted feel to it. The winter citrus. There's a tad bit of citrus, but it's not super citrusy at all by any means. A lot of the scents in here are just light. You get the scents, but they're just very light and icy, if that makes sense. Like the mistletoe and the cypress, like I said, is like frosted, and the currants are iced. Winter citrus, but they're all very light. It's not like I pick out the citrus really strong, or I even pick out the Christmas tree. Like this isn't like a Christmas tree scent at all, but it has hints of that in there. It almost has like a mintiness in there a little bit too. It kind of comes off like a cool mint in there a little bit. It's kind of similar to Frosted Spearmint from Bath & Body Works that was out last year. I like that one a lot, and this is very similar to that because it has like a coolness. There's no spearmint in here, not spearmint, but there's like almost like a cool mint a little bit, just a touch of it in there. Again, just like a little bit light of that scent. It's like a bunch of light scents mixed together, but yet it's not a light candle, if that makes sense. The scent notes are light, but the throw is not light. I'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, it's actually a nice, pleasant scent, and I do agree with Melanie, Mr. Kong's mom, and I believe Brett Millican might have mentioned that they thought it was a little bit soapy, had like a soapiness to it. It does have a little bit of soapiness to it as well. It comes off a little bit soapy, bathroom lady, or Melanie calls it like a fancy lady room candle. Yeah, I kind of get that. It does well in the bathroom. It's kind of a nice bathroom scent, but I liked it in the living room as well. It could go well in the bathroom because of that soapiness, but it did good in the living room too. But yeah, I ended up really enjoying this scent, actually. So the throw on this one was actually really strong when I first started burning it. Like, I had it in the living room and it was so strong. I actually had to put it out because it was so strong. I almost felt like I was getting a headache. But actually after that, it's gotten a lot lighter. Not light, but like it's not quite as strong as it was at the beginning, but it's still doing well. So I actually ended up putting it in the bedroom, and it was okay in the bedroom after that. It was just that first few burns, it was really strong, almost too strong, but then it kind of balanced itself out and it was more tolerable, but not light at all, but more tolerable. I would say probably at the beginning, the throw was probably like, I'd say a 9.5-ish. I mean, almost veering up to 10. This thing was strong on those first couple burns. And now it's probably like I'd say more like an 8, 8.5. You know, probably like an 8 or so in the open concept area, and then like 8.5, probably 7.5 to 8 in open concept, and probably 8 to 8.5 in like a smaller bathroom or bedroom. So yeah, the throw has been fine on this one. It's no problem at all. So next I will show you the burn. So here's an overhead view of the burn. As you can see, it's burning perfectly. The flames are nice and strong, and it's been perfect all the way through so far on this candle. There's a little bit on the right side there that hasn't pulled out, but I did just light it like maybe 30 to 45 minutes ago or so, maybe, and for some reason it's not wanting to completely pull out on that right side, but it will eventually here. It's pulled out all the way, no problems so far on this whole candle, and it's almost a little past the halfway point. So far, perfect burn, no problems at all on this one. So yeah, the burn's been perfect on this one so far. Flames have been nice and strong all the way through. So this candle actually has been really good. The throw's been fine, the burn's been fine. I like the scent. It's not for everybody because some people may not like the soapiness or some of that, I don't know, maybe if you don't like frosted, like current cypress mistletoe type of scents, maybe you wouldn't like it. But I thought it was really enjoyable. It's not like your typical Christmas tree, pine balsam scent or peppermint or anything like that that's out for Christmas. Is something kind of different. So I liked it. I thought it was kind of unique and different. So I enjoyed this one. And then lastly, here in the living room, I have Fraser Fir Forest. So this ended up being the favorite out of all the three, and I'm surprised because I didn't think it was going to be. When I did my first impressions video, I said I wasn't excited about this one very much because I was kind of burnt out on Christmas tree scents from last year, and I just wasn't really in the mood for Christmas tree scents. But I thought maybe once I started burning them, I might be, and that's exactly what happened. Once I started burning this one, I really ended up enjoying this one, and it ended up being my favorite of the three. So the scent notes on Fraser Fir Forest are Fraser Fir Needle, Snow-Covered Pine, Tonka Bean, and Cedarwood. So I definitely get, of course, the Fraser Fir Needle and the Snow-Covered Pine. This one's not icy or anything like the Frosted Mistletoe was. It's just definitely the Fir Needle. I don't, maybe it's the Fraser Fir Needle that I like a lot too, because I don't know. I know I get a lot of pine and balsam and spruce notes and candles, but I'm not sure if maybe I've had a Fraser Fir candle before, but it's not one that's super popular as much as like I said, like the pine and the balsams and the spruce notes. So maybe it's the Fraser that really made me like it a lot. The Tonka Bean, maybe you kind of get a little Tonka Bean. You can kind of come off with a little vanilla in there, but it's not like at all like vanilla balsam or anything like that. It's maybe a slight bit of a spicy woodsiness, if that makes sense, or like an incensey vanilla, kind of like, but it's not a spicy candle either. So I don't want to say that and make you think it's a spicy candle. Maybe like an incensey vanilla, and then that cedarwood. It's like that cedarwood and that Tonka Bean really make it really nice in there with that Fraser Fir Needle and that Snow-Covered Pine. I do think that's probably what it is. That mixture of that cedarwood and Tonka Bean mixed in with that Fraser Fir Needle and that pine. It makes it such a good scent. And I was like, I was just enjoying this so much. It was such a good tree scent. I was enjoying every minute that I burned this candle. So the scent throw on this one was really good as well. Not as strong as a Frosted Mistletoe, but it was much stronger in Woodland Cranberry. I would say this one was probably about an average, an 8, 7.5 to 8. Probably like a 7 in the bedroom, and around like a 7.5 to 8 in the open concept area. It did really good in my open concept area too. No problems at all. It's been filling it up just fine through my whole open concept living room and kitchen area, even till now, and it's almost past, almost getting towards the end there, and it's still throwing just fine. So now I'll show you an overhead view of the burn. So as you can see, the burn is doing pretty good. Not quite as strong as a frosted mistletoe, but I think it's a little bit stronger than the woodland cranberry was doing. So these flames were actually pretty strong as well at first, and then they got a little bit lighter, not quite as strong on the second half of the candle, but they're not puny by any means, so you know, I don't have a problem with this. I do like it when they're just a little bit stronger, just because I feel like it just throws just a little bit better, but this thing's been throwing fine, so I don't have any complaints with it, because flames got just a tad bit lighter than they were, but they're still doing good and they're still throwing well, so no problems at all really with this one, and it's pulling out just fine. Hardly any residue or anything on the sides on this one. No soot either. So it's been a really good burn. So yeah, the burn's been doing pretty good for the most part. Not quite as strong as a frosted mistletoe, but I think the flames are stronger than the woodland cranberry was. So I don't have any complaints on the burn on this one. So overall, this candle's been really good. I did like the burn, the throw, and the scent on this one too. So overall, this collection was pretty good. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. I still think maybe I like the Festive Gourmand just a little bit more, but this one was nice. The only disappointment in this set was that woodland cranberry, because it was so light. If that woodland cranberry would have been stronger, I think maybe I would have liked this whole set as a whole a little bit better, but this Fraser Fir Forest really was a stand-up for me in this one. And then I ended up really liking the frosted mistletoe as well. So just wish that woodland cranberry would have been stronger in this one. So that is my review for the Woodland, the Festive Woods Collection from the TSV, the Holiday TSV from HomeWorx by Harry Slatkin. So like I said, just check online and you can put yourself on a wait list if you're interested in these, and then they will send them to you and charge a card once they come available, if they become available. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all in our next video. Bye.